Good morning, my dear students. Today we are continuing with relative velocity. Yesterday we have said what relative velocity is. The velocity of one body compared with the velocity of another body is called relative velocity. Suppose two bodies are moving with two different velocities which are uniform, VA and VB respectively. Then VAB. VAB means relative velocity of A with respect to B is given by VA minus VB, or VBA, that is relative velocity of body B with respect to body A, that is equal to VB minus VA, right? And also we have said that when two bodies are moving the same direction, then the relative velocity of one body with respect to the other is the velocity of the first body minus the velocity of the second body. Right? Okay. If the two bodies are moving in opposite directions, then relative velocity is sum of the velocities of the two bodies. Right? Today I am going to explain you some applications of relative velocity. It is shown on the screen. Right? A man is walking on a level road with a velocity 3 km per hour. Rain drops fall vertically with a speed of 4 km per hour. Find the relative velocity of the rain with respect to man. That means VRM we have to calculate. Relative velocity of rain with respect to man. Right? That means VRM we have to calculate. In which direction the man should hold his umbrella to protect himself from the rain? This is the question, right? So graphical representation explanation is given here. A man is moving with a velocity Vm. That is represented by vector OA. Vector OA is equal to vector Vm, right? Then rain is falling down vertically with a velocity Vr. We wish to calculate VRM. VRM is equal to Vr minus Vm. But we have plus Vm only. So we want minus Vm. So what we will take? We will construct minus Vm along this direction, right? So this side you are making a parallelogram with this side Vr and this side Vm. So when two vectors representing the two sides of a parallelogram, then the resultant of the two vectors will be the diagonal of the parallelogram. So in this case, the diagonal of the parallelogram is equal to Vr minus Vm. Understand? So Vr minus Vm can be calculated, and that is equal to VRM. The relative velocity of the rain with respect to man is calculated. It's a very simple calculation. So here also I tell you that we are using the parallelogram law of addition of vectors. That is why the vectors have been taught first, and then we started the linear motion. Right? Okay. Now diagonal of the parallelogram can be obtained. Diagonal of the parallelogram is the resultant of the two vectors. The resultant of the two vectors P and Q representing the two sides of parallelogram is root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Right? What is theta? Is the angle between the two vectors. Here, which are the two vectors? One is Vr and other is minus Vm. What is the angle between these two? That is 90 degrees. This is Vm and this is Vr. Right? This is Vm and this is Vr. Angle is 90 degrees. Therefore, VRM, that is relative velocity of the rain with respect to man, is equal to root of Vr square plus Vm square plus 2Vr Vm into cos 90. But cos 90 is equal to 0. Therefore, we will get root of Vr square plus Vm square. That's equal to root of 3 square plus 4 square. That is equal to 5 km per hour. Right? The relative velocity of the man with respect to relative velocity of rain with respect to man is calculated as 5 km per hour. Next, we have to calculate in which direction the man has to hold his umbrella, right? So this is the direction of relative velocity. So this is the direction in which he has to hold his umbrella because he is moving along this direction. So he has to keep his umbrella in the direction of the relative velocity. Relative velocity is making an angle theta with the vertical. See, this is vertical. This is the relative velocity. Am I correct? And what is the direction of the relative velocity? Is moving like this. That means relative velocity direction makes an angle theta with the vertical. So man has to hold his umbrella along this direction, right? And theta also can be calculated on the same figure itself. So from this figure you will take, we had this theta and this theta are vertically opposite. Actually, this is the angle theta. The man has to hold his umbrella in this direction. See, direction of umbrella is also shown. This is the direction of holding his umbrella to protect the man from the rain, right? So in this case, this triangle you will take. This is the right angle triangle, right angle at this point. Therefore, tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base. Tan theta is perpendicular. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is BD. What is base? Base is equal to OB. Right? This is a parallelogram. If this is Vm, this also will be Vm. Vm means the velocity of the man. Velocity or the speed of the man. Speed of the man is Vm. And this also Vm. Only magnitude we are taking. Therefore, tan theta is equal to perpendicular base. That is equal to BD. BD is equal to Vm, magnitude of Vm, divided by OB, the magnitude of Vm. That is equal to 4. 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse 0.75. That is equal to 36 degrees and 52 minutes. So the person has to hold his umbrella at an angle of 36 degrees 52 minute with respect to the vertical. So that means he has to hold his umbrella along this direction so that he can protect himself from the rain. That means you have to hold the umbrella in the direction of the relative velocity of rain with respect to the man. So that is this direction. This question is also done, right? This kind of so many questions are found in your book, and that also you can practice, right? Because all questions we cannot do on the board here because there are so many limitations in this kind of classes, virtual classes. So that the students must understand. So many limitations are. So the complement is your work, right? Okay. Next is non-uniform motion. Already we have discussed. If a body covers equal displacements in unequal intervals of time, the motion is said to be non-uniform motion, right? So in non-uniform motion, body is displacing, or the other way, what we can write, unequal displacements and equal intervals of time also you can say, right? If a graphical representation is made, position time graph, this is time and this is position. Position time graph for a body which is executing non-uniform motion, then that position time graph will be like this. Okay, this point is O, and this is time axis, this is the position axis. At any instant t, the position of the body is x. That is x shown here. At any another instant t plus delta t, the position of the body is x plus, this is t, and this is t plus delta t, right? And this is x plus delta x. When a body is moving in non-uniform motion, we would calculate the average velocity and sometimes instantaneous velocity. That also already said. So from this graph also we can find the average velocity. Average velocity means total displacement by total time. Total displacement average velocity, that is V average is equal to total displacement is equal to, right? The total 0 to this minus 0 to this, that is x plus delta x minus x divided by total time. 0 to this much time minus 0 to this much time. That is t plus delta t minus t. So this t and t cancel, x and x cancels, we'll get what? Delta x by delta t. Delta x by delta t is called average velocity. So when a body moves with the non-uniform speed or non-uniform velocity, we would calculate average velocity of the body. Average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time, right? So this can be converted into instantaneous velocity also. That what condition? Limit to delta t tends to 0. Limit to delta t tends to 0. Delta x by delta t is equal to dx by dt. This is what is called instantaneous velocity. It's called an instantaneous velocity. This is also done. Now some problems I am going to discuss. Some problems I am going to discuss in uniform velocity. Right? So that's also very important. You will note down So some graphs are made here like this. This is a graph, like this is x0 and this is t. This is position x. Another one is like this. The graph is like this. We have to explain what the graphs are showing. X and this is t, this is 0. This is x0 in this case. Another one is graph is like this. That graph goes like this is x0 and this is t and this is 0. This is x. X means position. Another graph is like this. That graph goes like this. This is x0 and this is t. This is 0. This is x. X means position. What is graphs A? This is B. This is C. And this is